Let's go!
Hey guys, it's Retrohead here, welcome back to another video. Today is quite a different video, but a video that I really wanted to make and put on the channel. A video that probably would have been a little bit more fitting a couple of months ago, but I didn't want to do it at the time when it happened. I wanted to do it a little while afterwards. And that is to say what I thought about like Ozzy Osborne passing, I'm absolutely devastated about. But I thought, considering as when I'm recording this, I've just finished watching the Ozzy Osborne Coming Home documentary, which was absolutely brilliant. I really want to talk about it a little bit. But before I get into that, I'd really like to talk to you about how I got into Ozzy Osbourne's music and how Ozzy and Black Sabbath got me into all the other sort of music that I listen to now. So if you do enjoy this video, please leave a like, please subscribe. But without further ado, let's get started on the video. So when I first heard Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath, I was 5 years old, and my love for heavy metal music actually came from my dad. And I remember we were sitting in the car waiting for someone. I can't remember where we were or what we were doing. But he actually put Black Sabbath on the CD player. And this was obviously absolutely years ago. And the first song he ever showed me was Iron Man, which is still one of my favourite Sabbath songs now. But obviously at the start of Iron Man, you've got that like really robotic like voices, I am Iron Man. And I was so young at the time. I was either 5 or I might have even been 4, nearly 5, but I think I was 5. And I heard it and I just completely burst into tears. It freaked me out so much because even now, I do not like horror stuff. Like, I never ever watch horror films because they just freak me out. Stuff does freak me out a little bit. But I heard that, and at the time, I was just, like, so freaked out by it. But then I kept hearing the song, and I remember thinking it was, like, absolutely amazing. Like, at that point in my life, I'd never ever heard music like that. And then, obviously, he showed me some more albums, some more songs. Some of the most notable being, like, Never Say Die, Children of the Grave, Sweet Leaf, Symptom of the Universe, The Wizard. Like, I could go on forever. There's some absolutely amazing songs. But then probably a few months after I started hearing Black Sabbath, he also showed me some of Ozzy's solo stuff. And oh my, there's some absolutely incredible songs. Crazy Train, Mama I'm Coming Home, I Don't Know. Just some absolutely amazing stuff and some of my favourite songs of all time. Especially Mr. Crowley is probably one of my most favourite songs ever. And just the fact that I've been listening to him for so long, again since I was 5 years old. The fact that Ozzy has passed is absolutely gutting. And obviously I've never met Ozzy, and it feels weird to be so upset about something that is literally about a stranger, essentially. I've never met him, I don't know him, but I'm absolutely gutted about it. And I did cry when I heard about it. And then I watched the Coming Home documentary, and I was just in pieces after that. And it feels so strange to be like that over a stranger dying who you don't know, but it sort of feels like you do know, because when you've been listening to someone's music pretty much all of your life, it's so weird to think that they're not around anymore. Like, because all the time you listen to them, you just think that they're alive. Obviously they are alive and they're doing something and they'll always be there, but obviously they won't always be there. But now I wanted to talk about a little bit the Coming Home documentary. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I thought it was very moving, and I was surprised how moving I thought it was. Because when it comes to stuff on the TV and stuff like that, I never ever get emotional about anything like that. Like, you know, even if it is about people passing or anything like that, or like an advert on the telly that is like really moving or something like that, it doesn't faze me. It never has done. But Ozzy Osbourne dying, honestly, I'm just so gutted about it. Like, I haven't stopped thinking about it since it happened. And obviously watching that documentary has just made me start thinking about it all over again. But it was absolutely amazing to watch. I thought it was obviously very emotional, but also really interesting at the same time. See like how he was trying to get himself fit for gigs, but obviously then had to cancel a lot of them gigs. But then finally being able to get well enough for the Back to the Beginning show, which was absolutely brilliant. Did that and did an absolutely incredible job. But then a couple of weeks later, he did die. So, like, I think everyone is just so grateful that he got well enough to do that show. Because if he had left it a couple more weeks, obviously he would never have been able to do it. So I thought that the documentary was really good, really interesting. It's great to see like footage of like obviously Sharon, Kelly, Jack, and all of the family, and that. It's really good to see some footage of those. And also the Back to the Beginning show was absolutely incredible. I didn't go, but I did watch it online, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. Just to see Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath, obviously with bands like Slayer, Lamb of God, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, just some absolutely incredible bands that were all there in the same place for Ozzy and Black Sabbath was absolutely brilliant. And I thought that the choice of songs that they did at the end, obviously Mama I'm Coming Home, which was just really moving. I Don't Know, Mr. Crowley, just some absolutely incredible songs from Ozzy's solo stuff. But then Black Sabbath came on right at the end and just did some absolutely amazing songs. Obviously Iron Man, Paranoid, which was actually the last song that they played. NIB, which was really, really good to watch. It was so great to see some NIB, because that is one of my favourite Black Sabbath songs. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video about this just because I wanted to sort of document it on the channel. Obviously, my channel is all about retro gaming, apart from the very odd video that I do that isn't retro gaming. But music is such a massive part of my life that I wanted to put something on my channel about Ozzy passing, and also about the documentary, because I thought it was absolutely amazing to watch. And obviously, without Ozzy and Black Sabbath, I wouldn't be listening to a lot of the music that I listen to now. Obviously, I'm standing here wearing a Fear Factory t-shirt, which is my favourite band, but after hearing Ozzy and Black Sabbath, I got into bands like AC/DC, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, but then it just got heavier from there, so like Slayer, Pantera and stuff like that, Lamb of God being one of my favourite bands, and even now listening to bands like Corpse and Chelsea Grin, stuff like that. So it really, really did help me get into a lot of the heavy stuff that I'm into now. But Ozzy and Black Sabbath will still be like one of my favourite bands of all time, really. And let me know in the comments, what is your favourite Ozzy memory? And also, if you can pick one, let me know. What is your favourite Black Sabbath song? I know this is a very random video for me to do, but one that I really, really wanted to do a couple of months ago, but I thought that's not really appropriate. I'll leave it a couple of months. But then obviously, just having watching that documentary, I thought now was a pretty cool time to do it. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!